Well, hello friend, welcome to the channel and congratulations on finding this video. Because if you are here, then you are ready to realize what self-doubt is and is not. And if you decide to stay with me till the end, then hopefully the practical strategies shared here will help you unlock your true potential. We have all heard those whispers in our head. Are you sure? What if you fail? What if they laugh? Those persistent whispers, my friend, is self-doubt, right? Its nagging evokes a feeling of uncertainty or lack of confidence in oneself. It tells us we are not good enough, capable, or worthy, and creates these limiting beliefs that holds us back. Now, could self-doubt be good for us? Well, what is that one thing we do when we are nervous? We work harder to show up well prepared and take steps to improve ourselves. So, in a way, you could say self-doubt does have a purpose, where it can serve as a motivational tool, because it presents us with an opportunity for self-reflection. When we are nervous, we think further and deeper, and then we work harder to show up well prepared, and we take steps to gain that confidence back. But think about it. Too much of the same, too much of doubting and doubting can only keep us stuck in a never-ending loop, stuck in the state of anxiety, and prevents us to make a decision outside our comfort zone. I remember a time when I was so confused and consumed by self-doubt that I felt like I was trapped in a fog. I just couldn't see clearly and I could not move forward. It was a heavy weight that seemed impossible to shake. Now, where does that self-doubt stem from? I kept wondering. In my case, it stemmed from the negative experiences during my childhood, and they had a profound impact on me. Each time I didn't win, a lesson stuck with me subconsciously that my failure means that I'm not good enough. And each of these experiences from then on became like a link in a chain that constantly became longer and longer. Fast forward to adult life, as I was holding my newborn daughter in my arms and marveling at her innocence and blissful smile, I wondered, just like her, I probably was also innocent and didn't know anything about self-doubt. Then how do we grown-ups end up stuck and burdened with it? It became clear to me in that moment that self-doubt is something we learn, a program that over time runs on autopilot in our minds and looks like a mental conversation that we keep having with ourselves over and over by using the same rhetoric. Should I? What if? I'm not sure if I could. Questioning our abilities in a never-ending loop, and eventually questioning our worth, and eventually questioning our very existence. Every failure or rejection I faced, a negative story got stored into my memories as evidence that I don't have what it takes to be worthy. It's as though my failures were lines of code plastered all over my brain that soon installed a program called self-doubt. This realization that self-doubt is a program and not me was a huge realization for me, because I realized this program has automatically now created limiting beliefs even before I'm aware of it. And so every time I'm in a new situation, unknown and uncertain, these limiting beliefs automatically show up and they hold me back from reaching my full potential. Does that happen to you? Have you ever thought of it? Think about it. Every new mess up or rejection that we face solidifies into that negative validation that we don't have what it takes to be worthy. The fear of failure, fueled by self-doubt, can be a powerful barrier to progress. As years pass, every failure, embarrassment, or rejection continues to add another brick to our wall of self doubt. These thoughts become so magnetic that they can paralyze us every time we are trying something new and prevent us from taking risks or pursuing our dreams, shouting, "Remember when you messed this up? Better not try again. What if you fail again? What if everyone would laugh?" It is important to understand what self-doubt is not. Perhaps it is a good time for me to tell you, now that we have established that self-doubt is not us, but rather years of programming in our mind. Perhaps it is time for me to highlight that it is not something we are born with, rather it is learned. So it does not define who we are, rather we can choose who we want to be, regardless of how we felt for a brief moment. It is not a sign of weakness, rather a normal human emotion that everyone experiences at times. It is also not a permanent characteristic, rather it's a temporary state of mind that can be overcome. So how did I overcome it? Yep, I have good news. I really did. I realized its impermanence, that it is just temporary vulnerability. Then I anchored my self-doubt into the realization that it is not a permanent characteristic of me and does not define me. Rather, it's a sign that something needs to change, something I need to reflect on to make it better or do it differently. There is data and information in the situation presented to me, and the feeling of doubt is guiding me to pause and reflect. By examining our thoughts and beliefs, we can identify the root cause of our self-doubt and can develop strategies to overcome it. So, my friends, by now we have explored the nature of self-doubt, its causes, and its impact on our lives. We've also discussed strategies for overcoming self-doubt and living a more fulfilling life. So here is my gift to you. I share with you an exercise. Think about the one time when you held yourself back and jot down the doubtful thoughts that showed up for you. There is data and information in that situation for you, and that is why be candid. You can always burn that paper if you feel nervous about it being lying around and someone looking at it. Just write it down. Be free. By examining your thoughts and beliefs, you have the power to identify the root causes of your self-doubt and figure out ways to overcome it. It's a process of trial and error. So don't be shy of making mistakes. Just keep moving forward.